CHoCH mapping is essential for profitable swing trading, day trading, and scalping gold. It is applied for trend analysis, pattern recognition, reversal, and trend following trading. In this video, I will teach you how to execute CHoCH mapping on gold chart. We will discuss how to apply that for making accurate predictions and forecasts on gold. And as a bonus, I will show you how we applied CHoCH mapping for buying gold with my students. So take notes and let's get started. And first, let's discuss what is CHoCH mapping. Simply put, CHoCH mapping is the analysis of highs and lows of significant price movements. With CHoCH mapping, we perceive the price chart as the set of impulse and retracement legs. CHoCH mapping can be executed on any time frame and on any financial instrument. Look at the gold chart on a 4-hour time frame. What I did, I underlined significant price movements. Each point where significant price movement completes will have a specific name and meaning. On our chart, I underlined all such points. All these points will be important because it will be applied for the market trend identification and pattern recognition. And the identification of these points is the core element of CHoCH mapping. When you execute CHoCH mapping, the first thing that you should start with is the identification of the initial point of analysis. It will be the point where you will start CHoCH mapping. On a price chart, it should be the highest high or the lowest low that you see. If you start CHoCH mapping with the high, that high will be called the initial high. The initial point of CHoCH mapping will determine the meaning of the consequent points. A completion point of a bearish movement from initial high will be called lower low. A completion point of a consequent bullish movement that completes below the level of the initial high or any other high will be called lower high, while a completion point of a consequent bullish movement that completes on the level of the initial high or any other high will be called the equal high, while a completion point of a consequent bullish movement that completes above the level of the initial high or any other high will be called higher high. Cheaters, don't miss my next gold cheating signal. Subscribe to my free Telegram channel now, the link in the description below. If you start your CHoCH mapping from the lowest low, such a point will be called the initial low. A completion point of a bullish movement from the initial low will be called higher high. A completion point of a consequent bearish movement that completes above the level of the initial low will be called higher low, while a completion point of a consequent bearish movement that completes on the level of the initial low or any other low will be called the equal low. A completion point of a consequent bearish movement that completes below the level of the initial low or any other low will be called lower low. Look how I executed CHoCH mapping on gold chart following our rules. I identified the initial point of the analysis, the lowest low, and from that point I started to map important highs and lows. All these highs and lows will provide important insights about the market sentiment on gold. The combination of these points can be easily applied for the identification of the market trend and trend reversal. According to the rules, two lower lows and a lower high between them are more than enough to confirm that the trend is bearish. We just need a bearish impulse, a retracement with the lower high, and the consequent bearish impulse with the completion below the level of the low of the first bearish impulse. While two higher highs and a higher low between them are more than enough to confirm that the market is trading in a bullish trend. We just need a bullish impulse, a pullback with the higher low, and one more bullish impulse with the completion above the high of a previous bullish impulse. In a bullish trend, a bullish violation of the level of the last higher high is a very important event. It is called break of structure. It signifies the strength of the buyers and highly probable bullish trend continuation. A bearish violation of the level of the last higher low in a bullish trend is a very important event. It is called change of character and it signifies the violation of a current bullish trend. In a bearish trend, a bearish violation of the level of the last lower low is also a very important event. It is also called a break of structure. It signifies the strength of the sellers and the highly probable bearish trend continuation. While a bullish violation of the level of the last lower high in a bearish trend is a very important event that is called change of character, that signifies the violation of a current bearish trend. With the identification of price movements, with the identification of important highs and lows, the breaks of structures, the changes of character, we can understand what is happening with the market. We can spot that the market was strongly bearish. We saw a very strong impulsive bearish movement. But when the level of the initial low was reached, the market started to correct. The market started to trade in a minor bullish trend. And then at some moment, the market started to fall rapidly. We saw the change of character. The market returned back to a bearish trend, and we can anticipate a further bearish continuation now. And remember that depending on your trading style, you can execute structure mapping on any time frame. For example, here's 5 minutes time frame, and for the execution of the structure mapping, first we should simply identify the initial point of the analysis. Here is the lowest low that we can spot. It will be the initial point of structure mapping, and then we simply start drawing the price action legs. You can see that I simply underline the most significant price movements and I mark important impulse legs. Once you underline the impulses, you mark the completion point of each impulse. You can see that according to our rules, we have a strong bullish trend here, and the recent break of structure confirms the strength of the buyers, and we can anticipate more growth here. And now look how we applied structure mapping on gold chart on a live stream with my students. Previously, on the previous live stream, we spotted a global range. As you remember, here was the global range that we spotted, huge range on a daily time frame where the market is stuck after this crazy bullish rally. And within that range, we spotted earlier minor bearish trend. Once the market reached that structure high, from that structure high, the market dropped. We dropped, retraced at a lower high, and then we dropped lower and set a new lower low. So we got minor bearish trend here and the obvious correction. Then after the market reached that support, from that support we bounced, we set lower high again. But this time we did not reach the level of the lower low, and instead we set a higher low here. And then the market bounced. And look what happened here. Here is a very important event that happened with gold last week. You can see that here was the level of our last lower high. That structure here is very significant because, as I said, in a bearish trend, the last lower high is very important. Its violation, its bullish breakout, is called change of character. Change of character is a very important event for trend traders, for price action traders, for smart money concept traders. It signifies that this trend, this bearish trend this minor bearish trend that we spotted on gold, that trend is violated. The trend is no more bearish here. And that signifies that we are now trading here in a minor bullish trend. We are no more bearish. We are locally bullish. We have a minor bullish trend here with two higher highs and with the higher low between them. So our bias now is bullish and we can anticipate more growth. Then, what we also may spot here is that obviously that structure here was a strong resistance. It was the resistance from where a strong bearish movement initiated. And after the breakout, after the violation of that structure, of course, the broken structure turns into support, into the area from where growth may initiate. So you can see that after the breakout, we retested the broken structure. We are bullish. It is a strong support. So why not to look for a bullish signal from here? And by the way, if we buy the market, if we are bullish, if we buy, where can be the goal for our trade? Obviously, our first goal for the trade will be the current high. Yes, it is our current resistance. And because we are trading in a global bullish trend and we are trading within that range, we can easily reach then that resistance. We can easily reach that structure. And now look what happened a couple of days after. And look what happened with gold in 6 days. You can see that after a confirmed change of character, the market violated a bearish trend, the market started to trade in a bullish trend, and the bullish rally continued. And you can see that now gold is approaching the all-time high. A recent bullish movement was easily predicted with structure mapping. Structure mapping is the foundation of technical analysis. It is the basis of various trading strategies and trading styles. It is the first thing you should start your trading education with. I hope that this guide will help you to execute structure mapping on gold chart properly. As always, if something is not clear, please ask in the comment section. I always reply. Also, traders, if you want to learn how to trade, do not forget to check my premium group, the link in the description below. Also, traders, do not forget to watch my other videos.